welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about saving for retirement. Mind you, you are not too young or too old, but just right to save for retirement. Let's talk about when to start saving for retirement. We'll talk about all this. So, first is, don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor, neither am I a financial expert. I'm just a random guy on YouTube. I expect you to do your own due diligence and then make your best decision based on your financial situation. So let's talk about when to start saving for retirement. Questions will be like, when should I start saving for my retirement? How to save for retirement? Well, we'll talk about it here. The first step is to figure out how much you will need for retirement. This can be done by estimating your expenses and deciding what you want your retirement lifestyle to be like. Then the next step is to decide on the investment vehicle that you will use to save for retirement. Now, depending on the country and the state you live in, so let's talk about America, okay? There are two types of investment vehicles. You have one, the tax deferred, and the other is the taxable account. So let's talk about the tax deferred, what it means, what the other one means as well. So the tax deferred means that the money in the account won't be taxed until you withdraw it. So whatever investment you are doing, whichever investment you are doing in order to save for retirement, it will not be taxed until it's time for you to withdraw it. And depending on the age at which you retire and at the age at which you want to withdraw, I think it's from after 65, then government can decide to give you a little bit leniency on the taxes they will take from it, depending on how long you let the money sit and you keep investing. But if you withdraw early, it attracts high interest rate. Now, while the taxable account, investment vehicle account, means that the money in the account will be taxed as it earns, profits, dividend, depending on which vehicle you're using. So it's important we know this. So now let's talk about what are the different types of retirement accounts. You have the 401k accounts, depending, and you have the IRAs account. Let's talk about the 401k account. A lot of us, we're employees, different companies, different employers, they offer 401ks, and then, let's talk about it. And the IRAs, let's talk about this too. Now, a 401k account is defined as a contribution plan for employees of private businesses, non-profits, and government organizations. Okay? Now, an IRA account, on the other hand, is a type of individual retirement account. One is individualized, now, which is the IRA. The most common type of IRA is the traditional or the regular IRA. It allows people to save up to $5,000 per year in an IRA account, with an additional $1,000 catch-up contribution allowed for those over age 50. Now, let's talk about the cost of not saving enough at all. It's important we know this. Saving for retirement is one of the most important things that people can do to prepare for their future. Depending on where you want to retire. If you want to retire in America, you will need more money. If you want to retire in Africa, you need a few investments, and you can retire happily. Mark my word, happily. So, saving for retirement is one of the most important things, people do to prepare for their future. It is also one of the most difficult things to do. The cost of not saving enough early or at all are high, and they can include financial stress in retirement. It's one, that's the cost of not saving at all. Reduced quality of life in retirement and spending your lifetime income within your lifetime. Now, let's talk about the benefit of starting your retirement planning early. The benefit of saving, planning for your future. Now, retirement planning is one of the most important things you can do for yourself, and it's very rewarding. If you start early, then you will have more time to save up and prepare for your future. Here are some benefits of starting your retirement planning early. Okay? You will have more time to save up and prepare for your future. You will be able to retire early, like most of us are planning to do. You will be able to spend more time with family and pursue other passion. So let's say you retire at age 50, you have more time to pursue other passion. If you want to do golfing or you want to do whatever activity you want to do, you have more time to do that. You will be able to avoid financial risk. Is important. Well, I won't really go much further into this because I believe the best advice is what you give to yourself. The best decision is the one you take and decide for yourself. So you don't have no one to blame. No matter the kind of job you're doing, you have to. That someone is a doctor or a nurse does not mean that they can retire happily. You can see someone who is a janitor, but that janitor have been investing every paycheck, a portion of every of his paycheck he's been investing, either with the S&P 500s, with the ETFs and the rest of it. They've been investing in physical assets. You see them, they retire early. And it also depends on where they want to retire at. So for someone who wants to retire in Eastern Europe, it will be a lot more cheaper for them. Someone who wants to retire in Africa, oh my God, it's a lot cheaper for you. You start early, you plan your retirement, you go home and you retire, and happily. You won't have to worry about a lot of things a lot of people worry about here in America, because the cost of living here is high and the taxation is high. It keeps coming. If you don't pay your taxes, your property taxes, even if you've paid off your mortgage, the government can still take it and give it to someone else who can pay. So now, the thing is this, I'll have to stop here. Do your own due diligence. I'm just a random guy on YouTube. I expect you to do your own due diligence and then make the best decision for yourself. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.